Hi guys, welcome back to Butterfly Box 78. Let's see. Gemini Cancer. So this next reading is going to be for Cancer. These readings are not for adults. I'm sorry, these readings are for adults. This is Cancer's love reading. And I apologize for getting these readings out so late. We're going to go ahead and jump right on into it. If this reading resonates, great. If it doesn't, my apologies. Let's go ahead and get started. Let me concentrate and see where I'm picking up the most energy. Definitely the heart and the solar plexus instantly. So that doesn't surprise me, Cancer. A big old, hard, lovable thing, I guess. So many Cancers in my life. Leos and Cancers, Leos and Cancers. I mean, it's just ridiculous. But I love y'all. I don't know why y'all are so attracted to me. I think where I'm so kind of removed, you all are so plugged in emotionally. So it's very interesting. Cancer and love. Please explain to me more. Cancer and love. Please explain to me more. Cancer and love. Oh my gosh, I could get so wrapped up into shuffling purgatory. It's just, I could just keep going and going and going and going for shuffling. Sorry guys. Let's see, 2 of Cups. 5. Prince of Staves. And the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. So for this to be a love reading, it sounds like you're already in a relationship, Cancer, but that doesn't even surprise me because most Cancers are heavily always involved with somebody. They're just that type. However, there may be a disagreement or some arguing that might be happening within this union. Not really sure what's going on with that. And then the Prince of Staves, so there may be an apology, an offer, some type of communication or an offer coming in as far as this is concerned. And then the overall energy being the 8 of Pentacles. Let me move these over so you guys can see a little bit more instead of half of the card. But the 8 of Pentacles in reverse, and to me with the 8 of Pentacles in reverse, what this is saying is that there's a lack of focus. There may be choices of things to do in order to turn the energy right, but there is a lack of focus, either on Cancer's part or their partner, but whichever way together. Cancer may be too overly focused on how their partner is making them feel, especially when they're arguing, as opposed to the offer that may be coming in. They're just only focused on how hurt they were, that doom and gloom BS, sometimes that Cancer can get themselves wrapped up into, and they're probably hating me right now because I said it's BS. But let's go ahead. Normally I don't clarify uprights, but whatever this argument is, let's figure out this energy. And yeah, 9 of Wands. So like a vulnerability. There may be an imbalance in the sacral. So sexually, there may be, wow. All right, 9 again of Swords in the reverse, and the Knight of Wands. So this is oh wow, okay. And then the 3 of Coins, which is in the reverse also. So what this is saying, I was correct. So what this is saying is you guys got 2 9s. Actually, I've been doing this all readings. So I know that I have got to be there is something, I must be very, very in tune. Like whatever these messages that I'm giving out to you guys are receiving, God must really be putting me on, I must be in the zone. I can tell, and I'm not going to stop. So, but with the Nine of Wands in reverse, this is like a vulnerability. Had it been in the upright, it would have been like you guarding yourself, or self-imprisonment in a certain aspect, kind of building up a wall around yourself. But there's a vulnerability, so you kind of left yourself open to this argument. And then with the Nine of Swords in reverse, in the upright, it would it would be referred to as like devastation. But where it is in the reverse, it is saying that there's like resentment and caution. You need to be cautious. There's resentment, a lot of stubbornness. So sexually, how you're connected with you're connected with this person sexually. So there's an over-sexualization going on, or even or it could be how they view you is they're over-sexualizing. The problem is, in order to get that energy into the upright, there is offer of communication, but it's the wands. And again, this is saying like an offer of sex. This may be in order to alleviate this person or this partner may feel that they can alleviate the situation sexually, but that's the wrong way. You know, that's why this is that. But they're going to communicate. It's like, it's almost as if their love is not it's a lust for you. Like, I lust you. Not so much like a love. It's like there's a fine line between this lust and love, but whatever it is, it's sexually binding. You may not want to admit that. You are also, I believe that, you know, the two of you are wrapped up in this situation this way. The two of you are definitely wrapped up in this situation this way. And again, it's just the Knight of Wands is the same thing as the Knight of Staves or the Prince of Staves. It's just an offer coming in, but it's a sexual offer. That's probably why you have the Three of Coins in the reverse, which means that what you're building this partnership on is through sex, and it's not stable. We know that we can't build relationships that way. Also, with the Eight of Cups in reverse, this is this being the root chakra, you're going to walk away because the root of you is not in agreement with this foundation. So it's making it really difficult in certain aspects to walk away. And then with the Justice being in the upright, you're trying to find a balance. You're trying to communicate a balance in this. The problem is that you're the Hanged Woman. So you're at a stagnancy, and it being in reverse, it means being stagnant. Also, the Five of Swords again in reverse, and an argument, an inability to walk away from something that is keeping you bound. And wow, wouldn't you know it, we have strength in the upright. So that's what's needed in order to be able to free yourself from this situation. And it's sexual. It's that drive that the two of you guys have. Y'all are really, this is deep. And then the World. So this is karmic energy. That's what that is. And it's almost as if there was hard work put into a relationship that was built on sex, which is really ridiculous. Yeah, there's a lot of inability to walk away. With the Star card being in the upright, this is about you following your dreams. And the Ten of Swords in the upright is you carrying the burden of what you and this person have created. And I think you're gonna, what's crazy is I think you're gonna take the offer. Ten of Cups is the wish. It's what you guys want. Which is ultimate fulfillment. They view you as love. You're not going within. There's selfishness. King of Wands, because they're always trying to give you dick. Three of Wands in reverse. So you're waiting on something. You're in your head about it. You know what I'm really looking for is what in here. Where is the Devil? Tower moment is in the upright. But I need to see about the Devil. Is he in the upright or is he in the reverse? That's going to be kind of important in this reading because we want to know, are you going to be able to move past this? Devil in the upright. So it's binding. That's what I thought. So you guys, it's crazy, but it's almost like you have to let it run its course. You know, the further that you try to run from the situation, the harder it's going to be to separate, because when you separate from somebody and be like, you know what, I don't want to see you anymore, when you guys do come back together again, which you will, you can't even get away from this, which you will, the passion is going to grow even stronger. You're going to learn certain things every time you try to push this person away and they come back in. Very interesting. I know all about it. All right. Something told me to go to the Path of Wisdom. I don't think that we need to look too deep into the Love Tarot, since we already know that this is a sexual binding energy. Let's go to the Path of Wisdom and see what the Path of Wisdom is explaining for you to do. Too many cards. What is the Path of Wisdom saying to us? Where are we going with this? Oh, wow. Ten of Air, thinking negative. So part of the Path of Wisdom with the Ten of Air being in reverse is whatever it is that you're communicating with this person, you need to be careful about what it is that you're putting out there into the universe and the amount of negativity that you're putting out there with it. Because what you're projecting onto somebody may not be that person, which is really, 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 really unfair, because that's not even the person who they are. Just because that you guys are bound sexually doesn't mean that it has to be a negative situation, but what you're projecting onto that person is a negativity, which leads them to think negatively also. You know, people take communication very many different ways. Wow, Nine of Air, duh. Because oh wow. So what this is saying is, the Nine of Air hurt is saying is that all of this stems from past situation, or could be past situation, but that negative thinking and projecting that energy and trying to build something solid with somebody that you have such a strong connection with, that's why there's an imbalance, is because the negativity has been projected, but you're always going to feel hurt off of the situation because you're projecting something that isn't this person's issue. It's actually your issue because you never resolved it. Let's see here. Let's get the last one. Okay. So, insight. in the reverse. This is you looking outwardly, like in retrospect, about the relationship. Because we also got the Two of Water, and I'm going to take this, which is the Lovers. So this, you know, not only is this, you know, you coming together and loving separately, but this is loving separately and coming into one to also loving you. But this is gaining insight is how you're going to be able to learn to love from this situation. The overall energy is depletion in the reverse. So you need to be careful. You need to really, really, really be careful, Cancer, about this energy that you're putting out there, because it could be depleting what you're growing. This is something that isn't fair. I think that it's your defense mechanism. Wow. And see, the Son of Fire, he's very, very, like, he's not, you can see in the picture, he's very, very serious. And he's got his bow ready to go. You say anything, he's on it. He's on the defense. You say anything wrong, and transformation in the reverse. Which means that outwardly there needs to be a transformation. There's something that the two of you are going to have to go through. It's like the Death card. You know, you have to seek death to step into something new, and growth in the reverse. Medicine Man in the reverse. Yeah, because there needs to be all types of healing. Cancer, you're tripping right now. You might be tripping balls. But within this relationship, you just need to keep in mind that the path of wisdom is to be careful about the communication that's being projected as far as negativity is concerned, because this stems from a hurt that may not have been inflicted by the person who actually hurt you. But what happens is this hurts the relationship. You need to look outwardly for the insight, because if not, there will be a depletion. You need to be careful. All right, we're not going to go there with that. What is the wisdom? You know, I don't even feel like we need to pick any wisdom cards. And normally I wouldn't lay down because I picked it up, because I picked up both decks. But because this message is very clear, we're going to go straight into the angel cards. What are the angels telling us? Please tell me what the angels are telling us for Cancer in their love relationship. Also, guys, this energy could be a vice versa energy. So this could be your partner projecting these things onto you. One of them is, wow, partnership, of course. You know, my energy has just been on that shit. I'm telling you. Mastery. So mastery would mean you learning to level up. You mastering a level and learning to level up. That's going to be so important, because if you can't master or resolve the past, this current relationship is going to serve as a mastery. It doesn't necessarily have to be forever. You know, sometimes we have relationships to teach us things to get to that next person that we are supposed to be with. Think about this. But you have to master this level. Interesting. And then light. Light is the same as insight. Shedding light on so many different situations. Looking outwardly, you know, looking at the retrospect, introspect, of the situation, and gaining insight, you know, from whoever it is that you're dealing with. And see, that's why we have the lack of focus. You're like almost like you're focused on the wrong thing and not seeing all the other things that it has to offer, like your partner who you're having way too much sex with because it's an over sexualization. Wow. And if this ain't a message, I don't know what else is. In time. Wow. So either there's been a lot of time put into the situation, but time is fluid, but also this is saying to me certain things take time, and you just have to understand that. You just have to understand that certain things take time, and you don't wake up and miraculously it's different. But you also need to be wary of your time, because if you're still in the same place that you were, before in this partnership, then maybe it is time for you to let go. Maybe it is time for you to move on. See the insight. This could be you. This situation could actually be, a partnership that you were in with somebody where there's too much sex, but the problem is negative thinking, you feeling hurt, you not, gaining insight, which causes a depletion, Maybe you've wasted too much time in a relationship that is, that doesn't have any end. But what we're going to do is we're going to figure out, I'm going to go ahead and ask the question. Since this is such a straightforward thing and this relationship is crazy, tell me how Cancer can turn this energy into the upright. Please tell me more of how Cancer can turn this energy into the upright. What does Cancer need to do? King of Swords. So spiritually there's an imbalance. But I think the 10 of Coins, that's the ultimate. Happy wife, happy life, happy husband, everything. Hush, Luke. I'm reading. Okay, get yourself something to eat. But this is the fantasy, but there's an imbalance spiritually. You didn't set the foundation of the relationship upright spiritually. How do we get this? How do we get the spiritual energy into the upright? Please tell me more. What do we need to do? What does Cancer need to do? Please give me more answers. Please clarify the King of Swords. So emotional stability is needed. Okay. So I think the problem is that you're concerned about a third party situation, which leads to an emotional instability. Your third eye is unstable. Your gut, however, is telling you that you may be in a third party situation, like there may be somebody involved, but emotionally you're too erratic. It's not right. But the way to turn the energy back into the upright is emotional stability. So this is very interesting because the Queen of Cups is in reverse, but the King of Cups is in the upright. So, either you or your partner is in this energy. They're very calm and very emotionally stable, and you or your person is erratic. They're not looking at this clearly. So spirit, really at the end of the day, all this is explaining is spirit. And Hermit came out. So this is about you going inside. You know what you need to do, Cancer. The yellow represents your solar plexus, which is your stomach, your gut, but that's because the messages that are being given are spiritually. And because this is the King of Swords, is very powerful, You think that you're listening to your third eye, but that's not the case, because, the ultimate goal is emotional stability. You need to really be listening to what God is telling you. He could be communicating this through your heart, and as a result, you just may need to go and find the light within yourself. Wow. Yeah, so you can prevent this overall energy, which is the Three of Swords in the reverse. This is coming up out of heartbreak. You know, sometimes people can project a heartbreak that doesn't have anything to do with the person that they're dealing with. Very much be that. I'm going to leave this reading right there. I think I've explained enough. I love you, Cancer. Good luck. And I'm going to stay. And that is it. Love you guys. Bye-bye.